Welcome to part 4 of Lab 65. When I left off, I was trying to troubleshoot why the config map wasn't getting mounted as a volume. To make things easier for myself, I removed all the config map volume parts from the YAML file to make sure the first part was working, which is just an empty directory volume. So now I'm going to slowly add the config map. So first of all, let's make sure the config map still exists. Yes, it does, CM1. So now I will look at our documentation here and get a simple one. You see, this second example is much easier to follow than the second one. It's much simpler. All it's doing is mounting a config map with a name. That's all it's doing. So I'm going to try getting that into there. And this will be part of the pods definition, which in the case of deployment becomes part of the template. Basically, the template is what the pod is created from. So let's open up our YAML file again. And under spec for template, we have the volume. So now I'm going to add another volume here. Live simple. Name, config map. Let's make sure the align correctly. Config map is with name, but the name of that is okay. And name. And this volume would be named CM1. And config map, name of the config map is also CM1. So that is mounting the volume in the pod. I'm not going to try and mount it on the container just yet. I want to make sure that this doesn't cause any problems for us. So we've done that. Let's delete the deployment. And let's try and apply again. Let's see if that caused it. Doesn't like that. Okay. Something else went wrong. Volume mounts, name not found, data. Interesting. It's complaining about under spec of container. Oh, container. Now container has a problem. That's interesting. Okay, let's look at d.yaml. Maybe I took out too much from the container part. So this is under container. We have all this, and there's a volume called foo data, and name is data. Ooh, I took out too much. I think there was supposed to be, oh, that's part of here. So under the pod, we have empty directory, size limit, whatever, name is data. So why is it adding the CM1? Oh, I have an extra volume. I don't need that. This is an array. So I think I've overwritten one volume with another. So let's try that. Yep, that's better. Now let's look at the pods. All running, that's great. Now, except that in the container, we still haven't mounted the volume from the CM1. So that's not the same as what it was supposed to be running. So let's look at d.yaml again. And let's go into the container. And let's mount another volume. It's already part of. So this is containers. C2, this is an array. So I can just add, let's make a copy. And this time mount path would be foo CM1, let's say, and the name of the volume from the pod would be CM1 because that's the name we gave it down below in the spec section for the pod itself. So that should work. Let's delete the deployment called foo-redis, and let's run the thing again. And let's get pods. Boom, that's great. Okay, so in this lab, we solved at least two problems. We had a problem with the config for the CM1. We fixed that. And the way we fixed, the CM1 wasn't running. So we fixed that by slowly taking out all of the problematic code and slowly adding back in what worked for us. So I hope you found this troubleshooting lab useful. If you do, please like and subscribe. That really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. And I will see you in Lab 66.